Welcome to the next episode. We are transitioning away from more of what not to do to what to do. But before we do that, we're going to transition and talk about the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. And the fixed mindset is one of the most toxic mindsets you could ever inhabit. I highly recommend reading the book called Mindset by Carol Dweck, I think her name is. It's a bit of a long book, but it shows you the gravity of how dangerous the fixed mindset is, because the fixed mindset, because that's what I used to have. I had the fixed mindset. What happens is you lock yourself into an identity or a lens, and obviously, so shall the world appear through that lens. But this doesn't mean that you should change from a lens into another lens. You should be multi-perspective, multi-lens. You can literally change your lenses at will. This is what I do. And the fixed mindset doesn't let you do that. There's an example in the book where there was this student, this university student. He was told he failed because he was one of the dumbest students in the class, even though he actually was the smartest. And because he was told that, which is a suggestion, and the subconscious mind is ruled by suggestions, he agreed to that and accepted that as true. Therefore, subconsciously, he became a dumb person. Later down the track, this is all on record, by the way, in the book, it was actually revealed to him that he was actually the smartest person on campus. And he was shown the evidence. And so they had to uproot that fake suggestion and plant a new suggestion, aka idea, into his subconscious mind. And he accepted that as fact. He agreed to that as fact. That's how affirmations work, by the way, and suggestions work. You must accept or consent and agree to that as fact into your heart. And he became the smartest person on the university campus, one of the smartest, because he then accepted it and realized that as true. But the thing is, we don't really realize that we're like that. There's another video you can look up on YouTube called the fixed versus growth mindset. Simple as that. And it shows you the difference between the two mindsets. And let's say you're climbing a flight of stairs. The person with the fixed mindset is going to hate every single step. But the person with the growth mindset, he's literally going out of his way to count every single step. Now, you don't necessarily have to count every single step in your own life, but it's the attitude that matters. Manifestation is all about attitude. You change your attitude to get your manifestation. It is your attitude, your light, that is what creates your manifestation. And the growth mindset is a nice, bright light. The fixed mindset, it has a place, but it can work against you. We are now going to move on to the next episode.